Today's Vinyasa yoga session will support the Stage 8 task of connecting to the universe or the divine and letting go of knowing. There are many ways that we connect to the universe or to the divine, to Source, to God. And one of them is by letting go of knowing. Sometimes information is comforting. We want to know where our life is going. We want to know why we are here. We want to know what the future will hold. We want to feel some guarantee. But in the unfolding of your life is the true art, is the beauty of it. So the question for you to consider today during today's yoga session is this. If we can trust the river and we can trust our gut instinct, can we trust that we will know what we need to know when we need to know it? Because of course we will. Consider that question today. We'll begin by setting up the breath. Today we want to experiment with some different types of pranayama, different sounds that the breath can make and how that can make us feel. So we'll start with a long, slow inhale to give us plenty of air. And then when we breathe out, make the sound of the ocean. And do this by putting your teeth together, making kind of a shh sound, like the waves coming in to the shore. Again. Let the inhales come naturally and then keep going. Extending the exhale. Now let's try a variation. On your next exhale, we will take snake breath, where we put the teeth together a little bit more specifically and make a sound. Inhale. Notice how this feels different. Does it feel different in your body, in the mind? Try it again. Does it extend the exhale a little bit? One more time. Now we'll try one more, and this will be lion's breath. So we'll take a natural inhale, but when we exhale, we will make a little bit of a lion sound, like this. Now you can use the hands to emphasize or leave them in your lap. Try it again. This is a shorter exhale. See how it feels different. In. It may feel playful. Or empowering, or something else. Explore how it feels for you. Last one. let's get started. From table, nice straight back, wrists under the shoulders, elbows pointing forward. We'll just lean back into a child's pose. You can take it wide or narrow. If you want something wider, bring the toes together and the knees wider. And then come up, cat. Inhale, cow. Arch the back, look up to the ceiling. Come back to neutral. Child's pose. Breathe. Now come up. Cat. Cow. Neutral. Child. Now come up. Cat. Cow. Neutral. Child. Couple more times. Come up. Cat. Cow. Back to neutral. And child's pose. One more time. Up. Cat. Cow. Neutral. Child. For this child's pose, if you're not already in a wider child's pose, go ahead and widen it out now, and we'll sink down. If you'd like an extra stretch, you can grab your blocks and put your hands on your blocks for a deeper stretch through the shoulders. Or you can use your blocks to support you under the chest. Breathe. Remove your props and come back to a nice neutral table. So from table, we'll take the right arm up for a twist. Arms and legs strong. Come back and thread the needle through for revolved child. You might twist it a little further. Look under the arm. You can support this pose with blocks and bolsters as needed to be comfortable. Breathe. Come up. Bring the arm up one more time for a twist. And down. Let's take the same thing on the left side. Bring the left arm up for a twist. Notice the differences between the right side and the left side. And bring the arm down and through, sinking back into revolved child's pose. You might look under the right arm. Sink it down with each exhale. Breathe. On your next inhale, come up. Take that arm back up. And down. Let's do that again on both sides. Take the right arm up for a twist. Sink it back and through. Breathe. Bring it back up. And down. And on the left side, up. Exhale. Bring it back and through. Sinking a little deeper. Breathe. And up. Arm back up. Looking to the ceiling if we can. And back down. Let's sink that back into child's pose. Take a moment here to let the back and the hips straighten out. Breathe. And back up to table. From table, we'll tuck the toes and push up into downward facing dog. Adjust the hands. Feet can be close together, or feet can be wider apart. You may need to walk the hands in a little bit closer or a little further. Adjust it as is right for your body today. You might pedal the feet. Get a stretch there in the calves and the hamstrings. Pressing in, hips high. Bending the knees any amount, but at least a tiny amount. On your next inhale, step forward, foot between the hands. Come forward for a forward fold. Hands can be on the ground or clasping the elbows, bending the knees any amount, but at least a little micro bend in those knees. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come up, arms out wide, and down to heart center for mountain. As we stand in mountain, feet might be closer together or shoulder width apart. Strong feet, active through the feet. Strong quads, strong legs. This is an active stand. Abs are tucked in. Just recognizing where your body is and what it's doing. Grounding into the earth. All right, from mountain, inhale, bring the arms out. Fold forward, hands to the ground or the shins or the feet. Inhale, halfway lift, looking forward. Exhale, forward fold. As we inhale, we will step or float back through plank into downward facing dog. Maybe pedal the feet, adjust the arms as needed. Strong through the fingers, bending the knees any amount. Inhale, come through high plank. Little push up to a cobra or up dog. Down, back through plank to downward facing dog. Inhale, step forward. Forward fold, halfway lift, forward fold, bend the knees, root down, and rise up. Sink into chair. Inhale, up, arms down, back to heart center. Let's do that again. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway, looking forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, step or float back into high plank to downward facing dog. Inhale through plank, little push up to upward facing dog or cobra. Glutes strong. And push back up into downward facing dog. Maybe pedal the feet. Inhale, step forward, forward fold, halfway lift, forward fold. Inhale, arms come up into chair. Inhale, stand up tall, arms come down and back to heart center. One more time. Inhale, arms go high, Exhale, forward fold. Keeping the knees bent at least a little bit or any amount. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, step or float back through high plank into downward facing dog. Hips are high, strong through the fingers. Come through plank. Little push up as we go into upward facing dog or cobra. Glutes are strong to protect the back. And down. Push up through plank. Back to downward facing dog. Inhale. Step forward. Bring the other foot to meet it. Forward fold. Inhale. Halfway lift. Exhale. Forward fold. Inhale. Come up to sink into chair. Feet are strong. Abs are strong. Inhale. Up tall. Arms down. Hands back to heart center. Now we're going to open up. Arms up. And open to the side for star. Adjust your position. Strong quads, strong glutes, active legs. Toes may be pointed out. If it's more comfortable, you might point your toes straight. But a little external rotation can be helpful here for balance. Arms out. Everything is strong and active, not a passive move. Breathe. On your next inhale, bring the arms up. You might want to widen the legs a little bit and come down for goddess. Again, an active move. Strong, pushing the knees out. Use a chair. If this is challenging, you can sit on a chair and still get a very nice goddess pose. Looking for about a 90-degree angle in the knee. Hold. Breathe. Your next inhale, come up, back to star. Hands on the hips. Adjust the feet. For this next move, you might want to angle the toes in just a little bit. On your next exhale, hands on the hips. Reach the heart forward, forward fold. A little or a lot. Feeling it in the hamstrings. Active through the legs and the back. Reaching with the heart. Breathe. Let the exhales take you a little bit deeper. You might support yourself with your hands or even hands on blocks. Whatever's right for you today. On your next inhale, root the feet down. Strong feet, strong legs. and rise up by pushing the feet out. On your next inhale, bring the arms out and behind for a bind, clasping the hands together and back of you. If this is too much strain on the shoulders, just take hands at the waist again, or hands to the sides. On your next exhale, reaching the heart forward and down. Maybe bringing the hands up. Again, do not overstrain the shoulder here. A little or a lot. Active legs. Reaching to the ground with the heart. Breathe. On your next inhale, push out through the feet to rise up. And back to star. One more forward fold. From here, take the arms up, reaching forward with the heart, hands to the ground or hands on blocks. Try it both ways. Plant your left hand right under your nose and take the right arm up for a twist. Breathe. Maybe looking to the ceiling, maybe not. Exhale, bring the right hand down. Now the right hand goes under your nose. And the left arm comes up for a twist. Bending the knees at least a tiny, tiny bit, little micro bend, maybe a lot of bend, maybe a block. Notice the difference between the left side of the body and the right and how this pose feels. Just noticing, not judging. We are natural bodies. We are different from the right to the left. Bring the hand down, hands to the hips. Again, push the feet out to rise up. Back to star. Toes pointed out, nice and strong. Tight quads, tight glutes. Strong pose, not passive. Breathe. On your next inhale, close it back up. Point the right toes back to the front and close it up for mountain, hands to heart center. And adjust your position. Again, mountain is strong legs. Again. From here, we'll take a step back for more space. We'll bring the right leg up and out straight. Bringing the foot into the crease of the left pelvis here. Pushing into the earth with the left foot for balance. Let the ankle come down, the left thigh, and sit back for figure 4. For more challenge here, you can take a rotation or not. You can support yourself with blocks. You can put your hands to the ground. Pushing into the earth with the left foot for stability. And up, down. Shake out that left leg. Ground the right foot. Sometimes it helps to spread the toes a little bit. Left leg goes out. And bring the left foot to the crease of the pelvis. Let the knee drop. Find your stability, find your drishti, find your point of focus. Let the ankle come down the thigh a little bit. And sit down in figure 4. Notice the difference between the left side and the right side on this. Often one leg is stronger than the other. Often one leg is better balanced than the other. Just noticing. For a challenge, you can take a rotation over to the right. Or for support, you can put your hands on the floor. Stand up. And shake out that right leg. Back to the front of our mat for mountain. Inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Step or float back through plank into downward facing dog. Take the feet a little wider, and we will come down into table. From here to an easy sit. And then lying down. From here, we'll come up into a half boat. Extend the legs. You can hold behind the calves, behind the thighs, or the toes if you feel ambitious. Breathe. Lower it down, not all the way. Hold. Breathe. Roll it back for a crunch. And down. Again. Grab behind the knees and come up for a half boat. Extend the feet for a full boat. Lower down halfway. Roll back. Crunch. And out long. One more time. Grab behind the knees to come up for a half boat. Extend the legs for a full boat. Halfway down. Roll back for a crunch. Out long, maybe stretch, arms overhead. And back to Shavasana. From here, we'll take an inversion with bridge. You can support this with a block under the pelvis. Legs come up. Heels about 6 inches away from the pelvis. Closer or further away. Adjust it as is correct for your body today. And we're going to push the hips up, tucking the shoulder blades underneath. Hands can be at the sides, clasped behind, or resting on the hips. You can support your bridge with a block underneath. You can try different heights of your block for a bridge that you want, if you want to support it. And let's enjoy this inversion for some breaths. Breathe. Adjust your props as needed as you hold this position. You might go higher or lower. Keep it comfortable. We'll remove our props and come down, bringing the knees up. Hug the knees. Maybe bring the head up. Maybe bring the knees to the sides. Maybe rock, hugging the knees, rocking the hips back and forth. Giving the lower back a bit of a massage and a chance to come back to neutral. And back. Lying flat, legs straight, arms straight at your sides. From here, we will grab one knee right behind the thigh and come up to seated. And we'll take bound angle. So the feet will be together, the soles of the feet together right in front of us. You can go out further, or you can bring them in closer. You can support this position with blocks under the knees and see how it feels for you today. Reaching the heart forward, hands to the ground or hands on blocks. Folding forward any amount, but reaching with the heart. Inhale, sitting up. And we will put the legs in fire log. That is one stacked right over the other. One shin stacked right over the other. So we'll begin with the left shin stacked over the right and lean forward. Let's see how this stretch feels different. Sitting up, we're going to take that left leg out long. Bring the right leg in with the right foot along the left thigh and forward fold. Grab the foot, grab the toe, grab the shin. You might use a strap or a resistance band around the foot to assist this stretch. Do what works for you today. Release. And we will bring the right knee up nice and tall, but out to the side just a little bit because your chest is going to come in front of it. We bring the left leg in with the left foot right up against the pelvis. Right heel right up against the left ankle, or a little bit wider if you need it. And we're going to go forward, wrap the arms around to take a bind, and go even deeper. Breathe. If this is not right for you today, take a bound angle or position of your choice. Unwrap that. Keep the left leg in front. We'll send the right leg out behind you. The left heel will be right in the crease of the right hip. And fold down forward. You can support yourself on your elbows. You might clasp the hands in front of you or not. You might have them flat on the ground. Always reaching forward with the heart. If you need a larger challenge, you can take this left leg and put the shin horizontal on the mat for a greater stretch. Rise up from that one. And come back and repeat the sequence on the other side. Back to fire log. The right shin is on top this time. Reaching forward with the heart. Feeling the difference between the right side and the left side. Letting each exhale bring you a little bit deeper if that feels good today. Coming up, stretch the right leg out, bring the left leg in, and fold forward over the right leg, grabbing the toe, grabbing the foot. You can use a strap or a resistance band to help deepen the stretch. Micro bend in the knee, as always. Reaching forward from the heart. Bring that up. We'll bring that right leg, the right heel, all the way in to the pelvis. The left heel to the right ankle. It can be out a little further if you want some more space. Reaching forward with the heart and wrapping the arms around to take a bind. If this is too much, choose a different position. Listen to your body and what it wants today. Breathe. Release your bind. Come up. This time we'll send the left leg back. The right heel is right in the crease of the left hip. And lean down over there. You can support yourself on your shoulders. If you like, you can stretch out further or not. And if you want that greater challenge, you can always take this shin and place it horizontally across the mat for the same move in a deeper stretch. And breathe. When you're ready, come back up to sitting. Inhale, we'll take the arms up and open up to the right for a twist. Hands can be on the ground or left hand to right knee. Maybe looking behind you. Arms go up, inhale. Twist over to the other side. Maybe looking behind. Back to center. And down. Legs out straight. Arms at your sides. Coming into Shavasana. Shoulder blades tucked under. You might like a pillow or a bolster under the knees for comfort, or under the head, or nothing at all. Legs can fall to the sides a little bit. Hands can be at your sides or resting on the belly. This is your time to integrate your practice. What you noticed today. What came up for you today. When you're ready, start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Remove any props or pillows. Maybe roll the wrists and ankles. Start to move the arms and the legs. Maybe take the arms up for a stretch. And roll over to one side for a rest. Just a moment while you get your bearings. Extend the top leg out and push up to a seated position. Thank you for joining me today. The love and the light and the teacher in me honors that in you. Namaste.